Actually, Brian is the one.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome back to FSB Racing Friday night Winston Cup Series action. I'm your host, Sean Reap, with my partner, Mitt Linter Jr., back on the air. How you doing, buddy?
Pretty good. Pretty good.
I think I almost caught him by surprise. Yeah.
That's a
It
total
happens,
lie,
man.
But it's Friday night, and enough about me. Let's talk about the championship tonight.
Absolutely. Yeah, it happens, man. We're here to forget all that crazy stuff. Let's get a quick look at at what Milty's talking about here. We got ourselves a championship points battle, and I've prepared a graphic here to lay it out for you. Jim Christopherson, the highwayman in that number 40 Western Auto Lumina, is your points leader. No wins on the season. He's going for it Steve Weber style. And he's got a 10-point lead over Slim Jim Gately and 11 points over Ken Hansen.
I don't mean to interrupt, but I'm not seeing you on the Skype device.
Oh, you know why? Because I didn't do that.
There we go.
So yeah, we got 11 points back for Ken Hansen there, with 2 wins in the season, just like Slim Jim. And then I didn't have room to fit him on this graphic here, but Steve Weber in the number 83 is still mathematically in it at 17 points back. Also a former Winston Cup champion here, former Friday Night champ. It is pretty cool. So basically what Jim Christopherson needs is to finish 7th or 8th tonight. I think should have him secure, even if Slim Jim or Ken do what they need to do, which is to win the race and lead the most laps. You can see the FSB point system there. First place is 22 points. It's then 19 for second and 1 point back for every position back to 16th. And from then on, it's 5 points no matter where you finish. So there's a lead lap bonus, 1 point, and most laps led bonus, 2 points, making the maximum points 24. Meaning Christopherson just needs to score 14, right?
I don't know, you're the brains of the operation, but yeah.
Well, if he scores 14 and then Slim Jim wins, actually that would produce a tie. So if Christopherson scores 14 points, which is a second minus 5, a seventh place finish. So he needs 7th of the lap led to be absolutely secure. At that point, the tiebreaker being wins won't come into effect. And he has no wins, whereas his 2 competitors have 2 wins each on the season. So that's where we stand coming in tonight. The highwayman's in a good position, but he's not out of the woods yet. He just wants to have a nice, clean night, keep that car in one piece.
Well, and that has not been...
that's not easy.
It's not easy for a guy that's had a bad connection, but we've seen what he could do, and he's had a couple races where that's finally, and that's got to be in his mind,
always on his mind. Yeah,
I've been in the motel room in Oakland with my computer in the motel room with barely enough internet to just start the race to win a championship. That's how bad I wanted that trophy. And I was able to start the race, and that's all I needed was those points. I ran 1 lap with my sitting in the motel room in a little tiny chair, and they said park it. I parked it, and I was the champion. And no wins. Another guy, that guy Steve Weber, the big cactus.
Steve Weber, yeah.
Won. You don't have to win races to win championships in this league. You got to finish. And Christopherson is on the verge of that, but he's got the big dogs after him here, and they're on a roll. 2 wins for Ken Hansen, and he's at the top of his game. What does him and Slim Jim Gately, hi Doris,
Doris cheering on Slim tonight. Yeah.
What they got to do is they got to control their own destiny and win.
Exactly. Yeah, that's their plan is simple: go out, lead the most laps, win the race. But we got over 20 cars out there tonight. that have a different idea about that. As you see on the poll, Dave Jandry, haven't seen him on a Friday night fairly recently, and here he is on the poll
make picks here
with the outside Slim Jim Gately. Okay, we're going to put the championship competitors off limits. We do not want to jinx them, okay?
Okay, then I'll go first, and I'll go with, you know,
Well, you know who Jim's choosing.
and I'm gonna go different here. I'm gonna go with a dark horse here, and I'm gonna go with Greg Lovell, Brian Lovell's brother. You know, you don't want to be called like that guy's brother, but
Yeah.
Greg has out-qualified his brother.
And we are
Greg
green.
hasn't run as much as Brian, and Brian's won a race this season, and but qualifying fourth, why not? Let's give him a shot. Come on, 088.
All right, well, there we are, green here at the start with Dave Jandry leading him, Slim Jim to the outside. Jeff Hale would not take those points from Slim. That's his teammate. So I'm gonna steal Jim's pick because he didn't pop into chat to do it. I'm going with the 52, Rick Johnson. Now we've got a clean start here through 3 and 4.
Michigan SRA, I've never run it, but I've run a lot of Michigan, and I know this track is, sister to California. At least, they're going to change all that in the future here, but this is a track that is very fast, and need to definitely drive it carefully the first few laps, because she's going to be loose, and then you need to go. And it is daunting. It's one thing to practice, then it's another thing to definitely get going in the race here with all these cars in the draft. The cars handle totally different.
So there is Ken Hansen on the right side there in the Coors beer can, that Bill Elliott paint job.
Billy.
Awesome Bill from Dawsonville. Winston Cup champion himself and the father of a Winston Cup champion.
Man, that's a functional family right there. Can't say the same for mine, but you know who is, what is normal, Bill Martino there in 14th. Martino without an H, just like my bosses. If I see a tile, I love them. Thank God I got a great job. Thank you if I say a tile, if any of you are watching. But they're Martine Hose, with an H, silent, and Martino. But great to see Bill back on the track and running well. With Steve Weber all over his 6 here.
Yeah, there's Steve Weber, your 4th place runner in the points right now. He also needs to swing for the fences tonight, try and get out there and win this, leading the most laps, and just hope for disaster for everybody else.
Well, former champion. Why? He didn't have no wins. Why? Because he do what he do, and that's clean, good finishes, and that's what Christopherson is looking at here.
Well, he didn't have any wins that season because nobody could get any wins that season with Ed Kerstetter around. When he showed up, he won.
The great Ed Kerstetter, one of those guys like Damien Gostilla, Kevin Lewis, Dave Hackman, Hooch, we used to call him, before we used our real names. We used to have gaming acronyms. That's why they call me the Monster, because Monster was, my gig, Wayne Gately in the house too. Also, big family pull is usually for Jim Gately and Brian Lovell back. His brother out-qualified him here, but missed last week. See what he could do. We seen him win on the Super Speedway. This is a similar type of track, and obviously got very good skills. Knows the tail with these pros. Look at these guys go. This ain't easy. The pole sitter, Gandry, back to fourth now.
And Slim Jim has stuck himself out to the lead there. Again, doing what he needs to do. Christopherson doesn't mind this one bit, though. As long as he can stay right there with him, he's safe.
Greg Lovell all over the back. You know, Greg, we've seen him run some. His brother has, won a race here. Do they want that at the Thanksgiving table? One brother win, one doesn't. We'll see. I don't know. These guys
I think
are
they'll
also
be just fine.
mindful of the fact that they don't want to be involved in, because I've been in this position. I've been the guy that's racing for a championship, and I've been the guy that doesn't want to take out a guy running for the championship. So.
And for that, isn't that a great sight? Seeing those old Mark Martin colors here at Michigan. He's got Adam Simonik having uploaded some paint for this week. Got the Valvoline Thunderbird out there, looking underneath the Skull Bandit of T.G. Reese.
Yeah,
Brad Otto.
Adam's been in the booth here. We know he's a veteran in other leagues, and he's waiting for his wheel, and now coming off the couch in the pro league and duking it out. You're starting to see that what Dude was saying in the booth here. He's got some skills, and he has got, talk about from the couch to the fire. He's got business all around him in P26 there.
Yeah, he gets around Brad Otto there on the bottom with Michael Moore in front of him. And then Brad's teammate, Jeff Habbick. And quick note about that team, Live Fire Racing has been the name of that team for the longest time. When it was Rich Halstead, Ed Finley, Brad Otto, all those guys, all running the military schemes to honor. Yeah, they're all vets themselves, and to honor the branches of the military, they've all got those schemes going there. But they're changing their name for next season. It's going to be Wolfpack Racing. So they're closing. Yeah, they're closing down Live Fire, switching to Wolfpack. So Brian Lovell, Dave Ellens, Jeff Habbick, Brad Otto, starting a new chapter in FSB teams
Michael
next
Moore
season.
Oh,
wall smack there.
Jackson into the wall there. And Michael Moore's gonna go by. Look, Michael was devastated last week with was the last week? Yeah, with just crashing at the wrong time and taking out some cars. I think it was Mark DeCenza there, and but he comes back strong. That's what you got to do. You can't expect yourself to be perfect, and you can't expect that in a pro league like this. And you gotta, suit up and show up and get it again. And the 740's running really well. The car looks really good, and he's battling at P22. Takes a man to admit you're wrong, and it takes a man to get back on the horse and see if it's going to kick you again,
Hey, man, it was Bristol. Bristol does that to you sometimes. You just got to shake it off. And moving through the field, you got Shane Wisman in the 34, looking good there in the Busch machine, a little back in the field, but right there behind Mark DeCenza, so he's in good company. Mark DeCenza in the Rango Jeans machine must have not qualified, took that provisional, and he finds himself currently in the 19th position, knocking on the door of Matt Stewart.
Also,
Matt Walker, he always does that at these big tracks. He's your Tuesday night chicken run winner. By the way, we got caution on the Speedway. Caution on Speedway.
Car slowing down. His car is
Smoke
out.
on the backstretch there. Not sure who it's from. Yeah, Cheech and Chong out there apparently.
License and registration. Isn't it on the back? Dog Palmer in the house tonight. What's up, dog? David Silva. Greetings from Amsterdam, New York, gentlemen. And you know who he's rooting for. The number 3 car is bro Mark DeCenza.
Well, I found that we had just cut away from these two, Tom Jackson, Adam Simonik, talking about their resurgence to sim racing here, their return. Both making strides, making improvements every week here, and Tom's our new Pony Express teammate as well. But you see, Tom just got a little bound up coming off the corner, and
we seen him hit the
a
wall
little, yeah. So his car got tight. He had to back out the throttle, and then Adam just couldn't quite keep off of him there. So we'll back that up and you can watch it from onboard Adam's car, and you'll see what it's like when someone gets bound up or clips the apron right in front of you.
Plus.
Yeah. So here we go, riding on board with Adam in the 6 car as everybody's going to pit for tires and fuel here, 13 laps into the race. And you can see Adam's going, and that 87 car is not. But lucky break for Tom, he didn't seem to hit anything. He just spun harmlessly to the inside. So he'll come in, he'll get that right side damage fixed from pancaking the wall earlier.
And Adam's
get some 4 fresh tires.
That's his acceleration point. He's got to trust, you have to trust the guy's not going to get loose. And then when they do, you have no time.
Yeah, Tom didn't get loose. He got tight there. But still, I mean, we're not going to call it. I'd say if he'd gotten loose, it would definitely put it on the 87, since he was just pedaling it. And honestly, when you're behind someone, you should be able to see when they're getting tight and they're going to have to pedal it. So I always say err on the side of whose nose hit whose bumper in terms of calling those types of incidents. But either way, we were under caution here, lap 14. Looks like we had some guys stay out for some Dave Marcus points. We got Jammin' Jay Dolfer. Haven't talked about him tonight. We were just starting to work our way through the field. At 63 car, looking good up there with the skull and bones on the hood. And his teammate there, Johnny Doucette.
Got Dan Jones, in-car reporter in the house. Dan, you got a copy?
Yes, so far the 15, 007, 101, black flag for speeding.
Oh, we've got the Denny Hamlin Award for black flags tonight. Okay, so usually that's the 3 cars Achilles heel and Mr. Mark DeSenza. But yeah, we see there are our cars dropping to the back there. The 15 of Matt Watkins, 007 Dan here, serving their penalty. Good news is it's early.
Is that speeding?
It's pretty
not
speeding.
Upright?
Speeding.
There's a lot of cars that got the end of longest lines. Well, no, it's the 007, like you said, 101, 83, Steve Weber. That's generally not his deal. 1, 2, 3, 4, United States Marine Corps. You moved too quickly there, Brad Otto.
Yeah, Brad's no, he didn't. He did that. Hey, I'm trying here. The 31 is actually doing that on purpose because he is your lucky dog. He's listed a lap down. I'm not sure how that happened.
Do you feel dizzy? Do you feel faint? Don't die on me. That would break my heart. If you survive FSB, if you survive this race, you will be a minister of sim racing. Praying to race. Adam Simonik, definitely, wow, I mean, I've been there, man. Internet, financial problems, life. Out for a long time, kind of looking to probably do that again here. I got to move, it looks like. And then getting back on the track and getting that feel again. One thing I see is he can roll.
Went back and checked on it, and Brad Otto lost his lap through a brief disconnect there. He disconnected right as that caution flag came out, and that's why he was able to rejoin only 1 lap down. So he'll get that back right away. So actually, perfect timing for that sort of thing to happen.
And I definitely need another 10 beers here, so I'll be right back. Sponsored by Budweiser and Michael Moore. For all you do, Michael, this Bud's for you.
If only they actually paid us by the beer and multi-drinks. Actually, it looks like Brad's not getting the end of long sign for the lucky dog here, so that's interesting. And he flagged they had an EOLL, but he's up there lined up with the lap down line. I don't think this is going to work out, because if he does have an end of longest line and he's lined up on the inside, then he's going to get another black flag. But either way, a pace car is still out there with the lights on, too. Yeah, he shouldn't even be up there, even if he is supposed to line up on the inside, because the lights are still on in the pace car. I am very confused, and I think everybody else is too.
Nope, we just waited for 53. Now Matt's pulling in.
Well, could that be a new track or just not getting lined up right?
Just not getting lined up right. I mean, this, as far as track rules and stuff, this is just Michigan.
It looks like Michigan, except it's an SRA track and A track.
Yeah, but still.
Okay, well,
I'm
you
not
guys
sure
know better than me. You're running it every night, so.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on there. I mean, he had an end of longest line.
And that happens
And
too.
he's up here. I guess we'll find out if he's heading straight to pit road as soon as the caution comes back, or the green flag comes back out. Then we'll know that he lined up wrong.
Oh man.
That's
What's up?
In the In-N-Out Burger car. It looks like he's got some rear damage there. Or am I tripping?
And we just got another yellow thrown.
Somebody's not. It's because Brad's not lined up right, I think.
Oh, my bad. Just the wrong angle. Car looks fine. The In-N-Out Burger car. Actually, you know, In-N-Out Burger usually has their own tile company. Our company, my beloved Visea Tile, because we go anywhere, do anything at any time. And not just in California, but we've been given the honor of doing some In-N-Out burgers, you know, so, which is not their style. They generally have their own contractor. They're starting to do something different there, and I guarantee we'll give them a good job with whatever crew we have. I wish I was there, but right now I can't work. I take care of my wife.
Yeah, how's she doing?
She's doing a lot better, but we got a long way to go, and gotta, you know, pray that it keeps going that way. Definitely a lot better than a week ago. So, and I've become an expert at shooting people up, and you know, I've never done some things, but I've never shot myself up. That's for sure.
No.
But now I'm gonna shoot somebody else up. It's definitely daunting. But you gotta do what you gotta do. You know. Pace car lights are off.
I hear
Big accident on the
squealing.
backstretch, guys. See what happened.
Now, Ken Hansen here sitting in 10th right here. He's got nothing to lose except to win this race. But he's a smart cookie. He's not gonna, win it by the commie, as dog calls him. And he sent me a text last couple weeks ago.
Finally, the pace cars ducked in, and as we check what happened on the backstretch, something happened on the 124 of Rick Castle. He just shot to the inside. Not entirely sure what happened there. The cars just piled up all around him. And we're back to green.
Well, could have done well here. Hey, we're still green. Hansen
back to
by
green
the
now.
043 of Brian Level.
Watching again here what happened on that caution.
Old 43 definitely had some problems there. 9 goes by him easily. The other level brother, Greg, looking strong in that old school Chevrolet there. He's mixing it up with some serious studs here. Ken Shea, your last week's dominant winner, and Ryan Johnson here is looking to try to finish the season strong here after surviving COVID and a whole bunch of other stuff that we all have to go through. I've enjoyed our talks after the races, pounding down some alcohol. And he is a character. And I talked to his wife last week, and she's such a sweetheart. And we were talking about teeth, because I got some new teeth here, and I'm not liking them. And but just, that's the friendships you have with sim racing.
Well, we still managed to go back to green despite that little kerfluffle under caution. I have no idea why that occurred, but a lot of cars tangled up. Looks like Johnny Doucette and Chris Landry took some heavy damage in it. But back to the front here, Highwayman Jim Christopherson in control of the race as you watch on the right side Ken Hansen work his way through the field. Looks like he's trying to follow the aforementioned Ryan Johnson forward as they work their way around Greg Level. Ken Shea there with them.
I see a lot of etiquette out there for these guys running for points, which is good. They're definitely not. They don't want to be a part of something that takes them out.
Yeah, absolutely nobody wants to be what we call that guy.
But you got to race too, and Slim Jim's racing for a championship, and he gets the lead over the We talked about it earlier. He needs a P9 or a P10 or better P9, right?
I think 7th is what I came up with. 7th and a lap lead is absolutely clinched.
They can't go back too far, and you can't expect these guys to not race. And with a little bit of glitching there with the 40. So
yeah, a little bit.
That is a huge issue, and it's been stifling his progress and what he, we know what he can do on the track. We've seen it. When he's clear, he's a badass.
Should also add incredible sportsmanship from Jim Christopherson. We were also in the points battle for the Piston Cup on Sunday nights, which has now been clinched after last week's race at Dover.
But he went into that.
Again? Yeah, I managed to back that up. Yes, sir.
This guy's not just a mouse, folks.
we went in there. He needed to do basically what Slim and Ken need to do tonight. He needed to win and lead the most laps, and he was out there leading laps. He was going to the front. We were pitted. We qualified 1 and 2. He clipped me coming into my pit box, knocked me too close to the wall, so my left side tires couldn't be changed. He saw that he did this, and when I came back in to get my left side tires, he came in with me, slowed on pit road, let me pass, stopped in his box when he didn't have to, just to make sure that he didn't gain positions on me. And we both lost track position, but he wasn't going to take it that way, and definitely a gesture that did not go unnoticed.
Yeah, I haven't done it like that, but I've done it on the track where I got into a championship contender, and then I made sure and pulled over and let him get his spot back. That's all you can do,
Yeah.
at that point. But that's
in the end, it was no harm, but it was definitely appreciated. Did not go unnoticed, and you see he's out there doing what he needs to do tonight.
It's a 52 though.
It's 52. Rick Johnson, he's hungry. Rick Johnson's had some terrible luck this season. And he's looking to end the season on a high note here. Meanwhile, we keep
guys
Ken
like
Hansen
him
in the
and
right
Matt
side.
Watkins, they take seasons off sometimes. I don't, Rick missed a few races, but I think he really was considering trying to, race for a championship, but it didn't happen. So, but now he's racing for a win here. And he knows what it's like to be a champion and not to be, taken out here. So he's going to, when you see the 52 behind you, you usually are worried. But if I'm Christopherson right now, I know he's going to race me clean. He's going to go for it, though. So gets a run on you, you let him by. We're here to race. You don't want to take nobody out, but you don't want to just lay about and act like this isn't a race for the win. You got to race for the win. That's what we do. That's why we're here. Whoa, Greg Lovell right on the back of the 59. This is some good stuff I'm seeing from the 088 here. Really getting to see that it's not only his brother that's can bring it. These guys are really good. It's a hard thing coming to a new league, and you only got so much time to race. But then you get a track that's more your style, and here comes the 9 on the inside.
Hey, look at the inside of Greg Lovell there.
He's got to push. Checkers and wreckers for the 9. He's racing for a championship. And Lovell lets him by there.
Yeah, we'll hop on board with the 9 here as he slips in behind Ryan Johnson. We were on board with Ken Shea, backed up a few back to the 9 car. See how Ken Shea's looking underneath Jeff Hale. Doesn't quite get there in turn 1. You can hear how this version has a lot more time off throttle than we're used to hearing at Michigan. In fact, on Tuesday in the chicken run, I was finding using a little bit of trail braking helped. And a lot of people were taking the car too deep into the corner, getting bound up in the middle.
That's old school.
Yeah, that's old school Michigan.
Setups, that kind of makes the car tighter, but that's what we used to do back in the day. Definitely.
Yeah, you gotta set up your runs here. You can't just pound it in there. As here goes Ken Shea looking underneath Jeff Hale.
And you also hear him feathering the gas right there. Vroom, 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 vroom. Every time he lets off that gas, he plants that nose a little bit, but he's not letting it off. You hear he's just letting it off early. What you want is to plant that car in the center and then total full throttle all the way out here. Want to get that draft, stay in that draft.
Draft is important here, even though this isn't like a Daytona Talladega style super speedway.
Right there. It kind of spooked the 9 a little bit, got him a little bit high there. He probably used a little trail brake, like you said. You always keep your left foot right on that
always.
brake.
And Christopherson low.
Give it a little love tap,
Christopherson looked low on Slim Jim there and backs it off into turn 3 and 4.
Now you see the 9 down there low, trying to work the bottom there, but he loses momentum.
I got Shane Wisman and Matt Watkins on the move here, trying to move forward underneath Brian Lovell and the 90 of Matt Stewart.
Now, once again, he's going to work the high line and try to do the outside in. Definitely look at the run he gets on the 59 here. He's got to go for it. You got to go for it. But now
he's going to be 3 wide.
The draft of the 29, and he has no draft. So you see how the draft works there.
Yeah, Ken also probably backed out of that. He did not want to be 3 wide before halfway, when what he needs to do is win, and you can't win if your car isn't a wad.
Absolutely. And the 52 lose grip. So, but you get momentum. So you see him driving it in harder on your right-hand side. You're still, the spotter's going outside.
Oh, I think the 3 car smacked the wall there.
Still going outside. He's okay. Outside, close, outside, clear. But he's lost 3 car lengths to the leaders there, dealing with the 52. That's what these guys are dealing with every lap.
It looks like Mark DeSenza didn't hit the wall. He just got a little loose off the corner and had a quick swatting of the flies on the wheel and hangs on to it.
This is a great shot here with Hansen in this in-car. Should double screen this because this ain't done yet. The other guys are in kind of in line right now. They don't look like they want to do any work. He's got to do some work. So, and this is it. You know, Slim's out in front, so he's doing the work he needs to do. 9 car's got to, you know, he's got 5 spots to get here. You got to regroup here. You lose a couple laps with a little bit, then you have to regroup. Hansen is a very good student of tire temperature. And he's always got his gauge open to his F screen, which these drivers have. You know, you don't have Roger Penske sitting there in your ear going, your tire temps are, we got a car down pit road.
See who that is.
Telling you that what your
76.
tire temps are, and that right front, your tire temps, right rear, left rear, they all tell you something about what your car is doing.
Yeah, that car down pit road is the 76 of Chris Landry, who was involved in that bizarre incident under the caution flag.
There was nowhere to go, though, with Ryan Johnson defending like he should, plus Ryan Johnson's trying to work on the 29 here. What do we get, about 20 laps here, fuel? We got to think about stops here pretty soon. Dan Jones,
I think it's closer to 24, 25.
What happened to the 007? I don't know.
Oh, no.
Looking at the scanner here, Dan Jones out of the race, Jeff Havoc out.
Manually disconnected. Jeff Havoc also manually disconnected.
Got to be looking at stops here pretty soon. You want to make it with the caution, gives you some leeway. You want to make it on the 80, so it doesn't take a brain surgeon to figure out 2020, 2020. And these cars, and I'm talking my experience in Cup cars, you might be able to go, can you go longer than that? You ran Tuesday night.
I'm thinking it's, yeah, you can definitely go 20. I think you can go as much as 24, because we were set up to short pit, actually, on Tuesday.
So that gives you options here. Looking at the lap times, definitely they're coming off here. As the 9's working to 59, now he's going high. Trying to get the draft for Jeff Hale. This is a badass racing here. Are you kidding me? All the way out into the high line.
Watching
Wow.
007, he hit pit road.
Trying to side draft him on the inside. You see him in his mirror. Right there on his mirror. He's a 59, and he don't want to wreck him, but he doesn't want to give that spot up, and he does. And it hurts him big time. The 59.
23 hitting pit road. Slim Jim to pit road. Ryan Johnson to pit road.
23 is pitting. The leader is pitting. We got the 9 pitting. Next lap. And the 59 pitted the lap earlier, which was really smart.
No, 59's pitting with
that.
him. 59's
He's in
pitting
the
with him.
window. and he can. That's Ryan Johnson at his best.
59's pitting with Slim. He's been there the whole time.
But that's who he is. He's that guy. Where did he come from? Why? Because he makes these kind of decisions on the fly. Here comes Ken Hansen down pit road.
Ken Hansen, Jim Christopherson, Jeff Hale.
Oh, locking him up into the
Greg Lovell,
there,
Dave Jandry, Ken Shea, Shane Wisman.
53
Big
miles
group
an
of
hour.
cars.
Great job. Gotta keep it under 55 here, son. Come on. Right at 55. You don't have a pit road speed limiter. Great stop by
Slim
the
Jim
beer can.
is
Come
coming
on.
back in. No, he's coming out. Okay, my bad. I pulled a Milty.
Crush that can. Let's go. Come on, Ken.
I pulled a Milty and got confused thinking Slim was coming
boy,
back
the 740
in
almost-
when
it
he was coming
like more. The
out.
blood- there was almost a beer can disaster and
Do you-
more.
Milty, do you...
crashes into
Mil-
the
no,
inside
Slim Jim
wall.
is
I'm
coming
not sure
back.
What happened there, but all I'm doing is watching the East car, Ken Hansen, and there's a lot of action here.
And there's a lot of cars coming back to pit road a second time. Slim Jim and the 50, and the 23 and the 59. Bill, do you hear me tonight?
What's that?
Yeah, okay. The 23 and the 59 have come back in.
Oh my gosh.
Stop and go for the
You know what?
23.
Pressure will make you-
And caution is out. Caution is out, Milty.
And the
Oh,
caution
goodness.
is out, which throws everything into the wind. Like a fart in the windstorm now, folks. Are you kidding me?
Trying to find the source here.
Ken Hansen breezing it back down. Our championships won. Well, you know, each one is different, but can't hurt yourself.
Oh, wow.
You
Okay,
have
here's...
those
hi.
expectations and you try to push too hard, then you hurt yourself. I'll be right
Okay. I
Wait,
found the source of our caution.
back. All right, here we go.
Guess I hit the wrong button there. And here it is. Dave Jandry just coming out of the pits. Dave Jandry coming out of... No, it's what caused the caution, Milt.
No, the caution. Okay.
It caused the caution, Milt.
Well, the caution. It
Here.
looked like the caution was already
No,
on.
it came out
Okay, let's go
instantly when he
back.
spun. Here.
All right, show me this. I'm watching it. I'm watching it live right with you.
Here we go. On board with him. It looks like something happened when he was coming up through the gears. And you see... Oh, wow. Just boom, and the car instantly spins.
Wow.
Oh, Shane Wisman barely misses him at speed there. That
800
was...
horsepower at your disposal. You hit that white line just wrong. Let's see it again here. All right.
This is from Shane Wisman, who is coming up to speed. No, I think it was just a bad shift, or the motor blew on the shift or something. Maybe he hit first instead of fourth, but either way, motor blew instantly and he went around. And Shane Wisman can't see anything coming through there.
Wow. And he's already going about 140, 150 right there.
Yeah, Dog says he thought they came in pretty hot, referring to the 59 and the 23. Now, let's see if we can get a look at their pit stops.
That's what the mind screw can do you. You can mind screw yourself and not execute like you know you need to do because you know everything is on the line here, and it can do. You know, these guys practice this stuff all the time. These guys are pros, you know. But then when it's pucker time, who knows? You know, I mean, and then you're wondering, because I've been there and done it so many times. I'm like, are you kidding me?
Well, here is the initial stop, and you see he was 92 at the cone, if that's the speed limit.
No, right. Yeah.
And 50. 7 across the line, 56 for a while.
If you can get through that first, see those timing lines, those lines
Oh,
across.
56, there it is. He cruised at 56 for a while.
Yeah, that's what kills you. If you come in a little bit hot, and then I learned that from the great Damon Gostella and Rick Johnson. You can come in faster, but you better get it down below 55, and then once you get on your you better keep it below 55. Then you bunch it up to 56. Each one of those lines are called timing lines. And the average time that your car goes through those lines is what the NASCAR sees. So if they see
It's
anything
interesting
above
that Ken
55,
Hansen,
they're busting you, you know. And
Ken
you got
Hansen,
busted.
Ken Hansen's sitting on pit road, not getting serviced right now, apparently.
What is going on? Okay, there he goes.
Oh, now he's rolling. That's
I
strange.
need more beer for this. This is.
I wonder if he was making some adjustments to his settings or something there. That was a long stop on pit road, and when you pull into your pit stall, you can access the game options as far as graphics, as far as controls, etc. So it must have been doing something like that.
You can. These are fixed setups, so you can. The only thing you can really control is your steering ratio.
Well,
As
and
far
that's
as
set,
handles.
that's set in the garage, but you can change your controller options on pit road. So it might have been that. Anyway, I'm going to take a step aside too before we go back to green, and I'll be right back. Yes, Dog's correct. You can also get into advanced options for the steering wheel. It includes your linearity, force feedback settings if you have them, that sort of thing. Steering assist if you use it on some of the super speedways, like for qualifying. But yeah, there's some things you can change in the options. I also have sometimes forgotten to turn the solar effects off. In some tracks, it's brutal. You go into the corner and that sun's just beating down on you, blinding you in the corner, and I like to turn that off. I don't like to deal with that when I'm trying to run bumper to bumper at 200 miles per hour. And meanwhile, we got the lights finally off on the FSB pace car. Ken Shea has cycled out to be your leader. Slim Jim somehow came out smelling like roses. He's sitting there.
How did the 9 get back to P20?
Because of what we were talking about as you walked away, Melt.
He got a penalty too?
No, Melty. He was... Well, maybe, but he was sitting on pit road for a while under caution, remember?
That's right.
We speculated he was changing some settings.
Long way to go here, so you never give up. Don't give up, man. And he does a drive-through there.
Oh, he did do a drive-through? Okay, so he must have gotten...
a drive-through, yes.
So now I know what... Now I know why he was on pit road for so long under caution. It's because he was looking at the replay trying to figure out how he got that penalty.
That part.
That's another thing you can do in your pit box.
And this just gets worse for the 9. Oh my gosh.
But meanwhile, as I was trying to say, the 23 came out smelling like roses somehow, as he's still up there.
I mean, how many? He won the championship last year. Was it last year?
No, he didn't. Hold on. No, that was
year
2 seasons
before.
ago. 2 seasons ago. I stand corrected. He's tail end right now. Okay, the field is all a jumble here. Steve Weber.
It's
Steve.
mumbo jumbo,
Steve
and we don't know what the heck's
Weber
going on here.
in
Oh,
the
car's going around.
83 is your leader, and we're under caution again.
Steve Weber just gets by. I didn't see who that was, but we are under caution. And it just
Steve
gets more
Weber is the leader,
exciting.
Milty. Webb is the leader. So all those guys up front were tail end, Milt.
Hey, boy.
So let's see what we got here. Oh, I found it. I found the source. First, let's get this back to the leader cam here. There's your leader getting ready to take the pace car, and here is the source of the caution. The 34 of Shane Wisman gets into the 90 of Matt Stewart to start it. Oh, that's okay. So where? I thought I saw more cars pile in there, but I guess not. Oh, 29 goes
Hard
sliding to miss it.
contact for
That's what I
In-N-Out
saw.
Burger there. Jeff Hale doing the bunny hop in the pea patch.
Yeah, sliding through the grass. We'll have to watch Matt Stewart here, the ride he went for, as he,
just got tight there and came up in him, yeah.
a hard right side smack for the 59 car, too. So I originally thought Slim Jim had taken that restart 6, but he was actually tail end of the lead lap. Now I believe he should be back on the lead. Yes, he is. Goodness, who is going to be your lucky dog recipient? Your lucky dog is the 99 of Pops Margison, the Scotch Blue Ford. Dog also speculated that Ken might have had to use the Coors can when he was stopped on pit road for a while there, but now we know it was probably a replay check to see how he got a penalty. Now he is currently listed a lap down too, so that's gonna sting. Not sure what penalty exactly the 9 car incurred.
And this thing just goes back and forth, and, you know, that's why you never give up. But
I could probably find out. Let's see, I export the standings on my second PC here. Then I can go into... Let's see. Disk C. Paris.
well, you know, the 6 car of Adam Semenik, from the couch to 200 miles an hour, he's flirting with P10 here all of a sudden. Started in the back. You know, definitely trying to get his feet wet. And I've been in this position as the more time he gets in this race and the better he feels about the car, the more courage he's going to get. But still, you know, you got to be a little bit lucky, and you also got to execute. What really has killed me in the past of coming off the couch was pits, the pits. That's where you know, you practice all those laps driving around, but executing on pit road, getting in your stall, managing your pit situation, that's daunting. Along with, you can't simulate that in practice. get more courage as you go, and then you want to start the show, So let's see.
Well, we've got a chance to.
I really like the way he's, just meeting him and talking to him, and whatever happens, happens. Usually, as soon as I talk about somebody, they crash. I hope that doesn't happen, but.
We got the 52 and the 23 heading down pit road here.
As the pace light car lights go off on the pace car, I see him clutching. He knows his stuff. I can tell that in 5 seconds. Like in tile, I do tile. I can tell in 5 seconds if time a guy tries to get thin set out of a bucket, I know if he knows what he's doing or not. Tries to set a piece of tile. And this guy can set some tile here. Racing tile.
Yeah, we got it's all sorted out here.
Let's see what happens here.
So Jim Christopherson out front, Brian Lovell second, Matt Watkins third, Big Cactus Steve Weber in fourth, and Jason Dulfer fifth.
91 untouchable last week, but this guy also knows how to smoke some Norwegian wood. Isn't it good? And the Super B here this guy is a stud, man, and got a long way to go here, but he's got to get to going here. Not racing for a championship, but let's look at the guys that are racing for some serious points here. Webb.
Well, Ken Hansen's there on the inside line, 1 lap down after whatever penalty. Whoa, spinning the tires there. The 43, the 043. I couldn't say for some reason. Matt Watkins looking low.
Right there. Where did you never say where he came from, because he came from Winner's Circle.
Came from the back.
Championship row, and he's coming now. The 9, what does he need to do here? He needs to get this lucky dog. He needs somebody to.
Yeah, he needs to get himself.
To get a lap here on his own.
43 touches the apron, stabs the brakes, and saves it 3 times, 4 times. Oh, he's just going to go backwards, but managed not to spin it.
Look,
meanwhile, Tom Jackson is spun down into the grass in response.
Here comes the 9 on the 40. 40 racing for a championship, but what does he do? He's got a couple cars here a lap down.
Yeah, I'd say he lets him go. He's got the 40 or the 53 hit the wall there. I think the 53 smacked the wall.
Pretty good.
So it was the 53 that bounced.
Gotta respect the leader, but at the same time, the leader has to respect what these guys are trying to do. What do you do?
Yeah, Dog says the 40 is looking good for the championship. Yeah, I mean, he's got to like where he is right now with Ken Hansen a lap down, which he's not going to fight him on, I don't think, because there's just no reason to do it. Just let him go. He's still, all Jim's got to worry about is just keeping his car up there in the top 5.
And his connection, which
looks good,
solid so far.
So far, so good. Meanwhile,
this guy got skills. The worst thing you got to worry about is your connection. It sucks because you know what you got. Yeah.
Absolutely. And meanwhile, Slim Jim Gately is up to 7th now on the right side of your screen, working on Brad Otto and Rick Castle.
9 has to go, whether or not he gets lucky or not. He can't.
Yeah, 9's actually in a good spot here. He can, as long as they don't start catching and lapping more cars, he's in the lucky dog spot. As the 53 TG Reese gets loose off 2 there.
I'm trying to pass.
Sap and steer. Yeah, he's going for it. And I think Matt Watkins is probably going to go with him and try and get around. But he's not really in striking distance. Big run off the corner for the 15. Decides to eat it, though, and
Way
just
I
tuck in
see it,
behind.
they're gonna have to stop again, one way or another.
Yes, they undoubtedly are going to have to stop again. Oh, Slim Jim got real close to the right side of the 124 there, trying to pass on the high side.
Slim Jim is in desperation mode here.
Slim Jim knows no desperation. He just knows what he's got to do and what he's got to do it.
You know what? You're
He's setting
absolutely
out.
right.
He is just
his
setting out to
mindset.
get what he can.
Because it's not that important to him. Won a championship finally when he had a whole year to do it, and he should have 10 of them because of his skill level. But, you know, his priorities are like a grown man, you know. And
you know what? If you want to look at it as
that.
you want to look at it from a different perspective, since he works on so many of the setups that we use here at FSB, he's got a whole bunch of championships as a crew chief.
Oh, absolutely.
So there you go. If you want to count him as the crew chief here, then yeah, every one of them.
You know, he finally got that one.
Yeah, finally got that Winston Cup, that elusive Winston Cup, the season 38 championship.
Tom Jackson in the he's in
Tom Jackson couldn't clear a black flag.
Yeah, he couldn't clear a black flag. He's in there. There's plenty of drinks in there. Get yourself one.
Yeah, that yellow one is not Gatorade.
There's no Gatorade in there. You have to bring that yourself. 40 car.
40 car just cruising there, following the 9. Slim Jim's gotten around the 124, set his sights on the 91 of Ken Shea, who's also got himself back to the lead lap.
There you go. Tom's got his next drink going on.
So currently the car in the lucky dog position is the 59 of Ryan Johnson, who was also victimized or self-victimized there on pit road, getting that black flag. I never did find out what happened to Ken Hansen, and I messed up and crashed the second computer to desktop, so I had to reconnect. So I don't have the replay on that one, but I never did figure out how Ken Hansen got his black flag. But either way, he's where he needs to be to get back in this fight if he gets a caution. Oh, Mandolfer and Webb.
Talk to Larry McReynolds. Larry, you got a copy, Larry. Well, the trends for the end of the race is that there could be a caution about 10 laps to go.
Since that's about when people will be pitting, I'd say you're probably right. I think you'll see some guys split the final run here.
If you got track position, you don't want to do that.
But if you don't have track position,
you got to take a chance here.
Yeah, let me take it back to see what lap we restarted on here. So we restarted on lap 53 of 80.
What are you going to say about that, Larry? Oh, he already left. He's going down to drink some beer and watch the end of the race here, I think. Maybe we can get Larry a little bit later here.
So we restarted just outside the window. Yeah, it's probably you probably actually want to run it dry and just take a splash or a half can.
Ryan Johnson, P14 lap down. But then you got the, Jam and Jay.
I'm hearing clutching. I'm hearing clutching.
He still wants to try to win. You're not here to win, but at the same time, you don't want to affect what's going on here. The 40 being smart, again, he's seeing, he's got to figure, what's the 23 and the 9 doing? They're going backwards. So his number is not P7 now. It's got to be, he could finish, probably later and get those points.
Somebody in the field was clutching. I heard it going into a corner, so I'm riding on board with the 40. Nope, wasn't him.
Can you do that?
Absolutely. Might have been Jason Dolfer.
No, you can't do it from 30
Yeah,
laps.
but if you can take it from being a half can to a splash or a can to a half can,
then it means something.
then it definitely means something.
If I was you, I'd be looking at the 59 because that's what he did, and I think I just heard him clutch.
Yeah, but he's got to.
He's a lap down. So.
Yeah, exactly. So maybe he's trying to stay in the lucky dog spot if he can, and if it, yeah, you're right. That's the 59. So he might just be clutching it to try and stay out when these guys hit pit road, hoping that he can gain those spots back.
Yeah, and letting them by.
Thing is, you don't go down a lap pitting here. Yep, definitely some clutching going on.
This is tense.
Let's see what the 91's doing.
The Lipster, Steve Weber, got caught up in some stuff there, but I don't know. His car looks pretty good. Looks real good.
Yeah, 83 Steve Weber also clutching. Webb's going for it. I mean, he's got to swing for the fences, so that makes sense.
Can they make it to the end? I mean, really?
I think it was on the cusp of being a half can or a splash. So if they're showing a splash,
if you clutch from the minute clutching, I heard it.
Mm-hmm.
Now, what we're talking about clutching is when they come in the corner, and it's easier on these bigger tracks. You roll it in, and you push that clutch in. You can't shut the car off. You can let it clutch. You can see the nose dropping, and you can hear his motor shutting off through the center of the corner, then pulling the clutch back and getting on the gas. And then that in itself is an art. 59 going down pit road.
No, he's not. He's just dropping to the apron.
Nope. Okay.
He's just dropping to the tail of this pack here.
Well, he's a lap down. He realizes, man, I don't want to be a part of this.
He just gave up the lucky dog spot, though, to T.G. Reese.
Wow. 83 doing what he do. Very nice work there from the big cactus in that Steven tribute car.
And you can see the nose plant like Milty was talking about when he hit the clutch. That's how you can tell when someone around you is clutching. Their nose dives into the track.
Because you're letting off, you're letting the clutch out and then having
someone coming off
give
pit
it some
road there.
gas to make sure the thing doesn't come around on you.
Yeah, the rocking.
Christie, rooting for Jam and Jay. What's up, Cassandra? Thank you for watching.
40 of Jim Christopherson clutching there, too. We got clutching all through the field, and this is where it starts to get dangerous.
Trying to clutch and look at this 6 car. P6 from the couch
matching his car number
to FSB Racing on Friday night. Heard him in the booth. He's very quiet. Didn't say much unless it was information. And I was so excited to see what he could do on the track, and I am so impressed with this guy. I mean, he's just wow, And he's working on trying to get a podium here, and he's working on Steve Weber.
Christopherson back to the lead.
Is he clutching? I don't know.
I don't know if. Yeah, I don't think he is. That might be part of how he's gaining some spots right now. I think he's currently running with buttons for throttle and brake, if I recall correctly, because his pedals failed.
Which makes it even harder.
Yeah, it's really hard to clutch here with that.
a new wheel, and it was delivered. So, and
Yeah, 83
obviously he
definitely
put a
still
lot
clutching.
of work into getting ready for this race.
Let's go on board with the 6 here. Take a listen.
No, he's not clutching. He's
Nope. Just feathering it.
trying to breeze it, you know. And these guys make it. I mean,
Matt Watkins has slowed dramatically.
well, that's the guy I'd be asking, you know, if I could. Because that guy don't miss much.
And they're currently running a 1.5 seconds slower than their fastest laps.
And they realize everybody else is doing the same thing. So look on the scanner here because coming up on 6 to go. Got 7 to go right now, coming up on 6.
Jason Dolfer gets around.
Is pitting. 40 is pitting.
There he comes. Oh, he's coming in from pretty high up on the track, too,
Come on,
to do
son, nail it. Nail it. Come on. Win that championship, son. Come on.
Don't forget, he's in a pretty safe position, though, even if he messes this stop up. Because Slim Jim's not really in striking distance to win this race. And Ken Hansen is still tail end of the lead lap.
While you watch, very conservative, very nice, down to the pit road speed.
Oh, Jason Dolfer's in the wall. Dolfer around behind Matt Watkins, and Christopherson is going to luck out there, not lose a lap, and he's going to come back out. Oh no, he pushes up onto the track. That could be a black flag right there. I think he was rushing out when he didn't need to.
Oh no.
Oh,
His pit stop was beautiful. Let's go back and look at what happened to him when he left pit road. I missed that because I was watching it.
He just pushed up.
Hey, I'm watching it independent of what you're doing.
Yeah, I'm going to go find
that was real close. It was like he wasn't even pushing that hard.
I'm watching the scanner for a black flag, and I don't see it.
Jiggled on him a little bit. Hopefully that won't be a penalty. Let's take a look at the NASCAR scanner and see.
I'm watching for it. I don't see it.
Don't see anything yet. Yeah, I mean, Brian Johnson, no lucky dogs. And
yeah, because we're inside 10 to go.
Yep. So letting the lappers make sure that they are not up front. They have to go to the back here.
And here's the source of our caution. And Jason Dolfer, Ken Shea both clutched and then just got together going into the corner.
That's so hard. I mean, you have to reinvent yourself on the fly.
Steve Weber. Wow, look at Steve Weber thread the needle there.
Definitely
slips the 83 machine in from in between them.
Ken Shea wanted to do because he is a clean, great clean driver. And
well, Ken Hansen, by the way, Ken Hansen there in the 9 got his lap back, even though there's no lucky dog. So he was right to get himself out to the lead.
Almost like Ken Shea just really missed that, man, because he was still plowing through, dude. And that's not his style, man. I mean, I know he's got to be thinking, holy cow, man, that's the last thing I want to do. We've all raced with him. The drivers that are watching tonight from the couch have raced against him. We know that's not the 91's MO. And he'll be devastated over that. I guarantee it.
Well, here's where we're going to be for this restart here, if we get one. We might not even get the restart.
Now we're here. Started from the bottom, now my whole team's here.
Okay.
What are you gonna do?
Matt Watkins is in the lead.
Christopherson in 10th place. Trying to win the championship here. Let's see how this recycles. Where is his championship? Combatants at versus him. Let's take a look here. Christopherson P10 until this. So he's got the 9 is 2 spots behind him. That's still not good enough. The 23 is ahead of him. How much does the 23 need here to beat the 40 car?
He needs to win and lead the most laps, basically.
Yeah, so, the 40 is still in a good spot here. And you did say that at the beginning, no matter, because the amount of numbers, once you get through without leading a lap or anything, it's just position versus position. It goes from, 20, 19, 18, it just goes down one spot at a time. So
we are not, if we don't get the lights off on the pace car, we're not even going to restart. Unless they turn off this next time by.
Oh, they got to. There's plenty of time here.
No, there isn't, because it's lap 78 of 80. And it looks like Christopherson did get himself a black flag for end of longest line there, probably from popping out, coming out of the pit road.
And that makes it more curious here.
Yeah, but
I thought they had enough time for. You need 4 laps for restart. Got 2 in here now. We'll see what NASCAR says here. We come up on this lap.
Here's the pace car on the right side.
And
Looks like
Christopherson letting people by, so he's going backwards.
Yeah, his end of longest line was probably when he slid up onto the track coming out, because that was technically under caution.
They're trying to line it up.
Lights off on the pace car. It's a one lap shootout.
So, can they get it straightened out here so he doesn't get another black flag?
I think he's got it straightened out. I think he's okay, because the 91, I think, got himself a black flag.
I've been in this position. I've won 15 championships.
So.
Okay. Most of them have been really stressful the last race, because I wasn't racing against chumps. These guys are good.
Steve Weber is possibly in a position there to have his teammate help him win this race, and no, that's not going to be enough still, I don't think, to get around Christopherson, but it's going to get real interesting here. So Christopherson's at the back of the field.
Then they're going to have to tabulate stuff after.
Ryan Johnson's really quick with the points.
We can't do this real time. I mean, we're lucky we can even see all these great pictures that Sean gives you and all the BS that comes out of their mouths. But as far as the points, we won't know exactly until after. We'll have to give you that when it's posted. It's tabulated.
Where is Ken Hansen in all of this? I lost track of him somewhere. He is 10th. So not looking good for Ken Hansen. Matt Watkins spins those tires on the start. That's danger here. We had a problem with that Tuesday night. And everybody who's in the chicken run learned from that. And here it is, the one lap shootout. Rick Castle, can he do anything with Matt Watkins?
When Matt Watkins is in P1...
there's someone spinning to the inside. Pops Marguson around to the inside.
But Jim and
More cars wreck on the backstretch. Oh! Wow, the Highwayman's dodges more traffic on the backstretch as Jam and Jay Dolfer got turned.
As if there's no more anxiety to try to win the championship.
Here comes Slim Jim, who's probably going to get fourth.
And it's
Look at that gaggle of
Matt
cars.
Watkins winning it.
Matt Watkins with the win. Steve Weber will be third. Let's see where is the Highwayman officially scored?
Kevin J. Dolfer with a great run there. P2.
No.
Was that
That's
him?
the 52.
Hold on here. And I got like 4 screens going here at once.
Welcome to my world.
Yeah, let's bring up the ticker.
So, yeah, Matt Watkins is your winner, Rick Johnson second, Rick Castle third, Jim Gately fourth, Brian Level fifth, Jeff Hale sixth, Weber seventh, Christopherson eighth. That's it. Game over. Christopherson is your champion. Matt Watkins, your race winner.
He is the FSB world champion right now.
None of the other contenders won with the most laps led, meaning Jim Christopherson with his lap led bonus plus 8th place points will be your champion here in season 40. Season 40 goes to the 40 car.
Come and beat these guys. As far as I'm concerned, this is the FSB world champion. Jim Christopherson is the FSB world champion, and how about that? Think I'm wrong? Then come in here and beat these guys. Otherwise, until you do, I'm going to say it, because there ain't that many. There's a few leagues left, some very powerful, strong leagues. But this is FSB, and as far as I'm concerned, this is a world championship. And in this sim at this time.
Ken Hansen, by the way, ended up 10th. And so that'll do it there for season 40. As you see, quite a smoke show put up by the 15. Woo! He's going to go try and find Victor Lane. Oh, he's drifting in the infield.
You don't think he hasn't practiced this before? He's a mega, and this dude races in all those other leagues that are badass too. So all I can say is, if you guys want to shut me up, then come get some and beat these guys.
There it is.
Points.
Points are updated by 5 points. Jim Christopherson is your season 40 champion.
Yeah, boy.
Yep. So, Dog was pointing out that he was up 10 on the webpage. Yeah, I'd done the math on the scenarios there, Dog. I knew what he needed to do, and that was, and basically, if the other guys didn't win and lead the most, that was game over, and that was it. So great job,
pretty smart guy.
Jim Christopherson. Slim Jim Gately is your second place points finisher. Ken Hansen third. Rick Johnson, by the way, despite missing some races, jumps into a tie for fourth with Webb. Who, Webb finished.
Look out for him next year when he puts full boat. You just never know. But tonight is the Highwayman's. It's his show. It's all about him tonight. He raises the trophy, and he'll get some hardware. And who is that sponsored by, son?
That is sponsored by Farmer Brothers Contracting. By Bill Farmer, Will Farmer, and the Farmer family. Thank you guys for putting up the hardware once again, which will be on its way to California shortly.
Dudes love trophies, and I love mine. I'm going to have to pack them up here pretty soon.
Well, Milty, if you could go gather up our podium finishers. Again, Rick Castle, Rick Johnson, Matt Watkins, and our champion, the Highwayman, Jim Christopherson. I appreciate that, and we'll get the post-race show underway here.
Yes, sir.
And let's see, we'll get through the rest of the points here. Jason Dulfer caught up in that late wreck there. Ends up in 6th place overall in the championship in the race. He ended up falling all the way back to 12th there. Still a great run for Jason Dulfer. Great season. And where's Milty going? Okay. I'm just going to start grabbing the podium finishers here real quick. So rounding out the top 10, though, Rick Castle, Mark DeSenza, Ryan Johnson, and Dan Jones is your 10th place points finisher. And I'm just going to go start grabbing here. So we need Rick, and Matt, and of course Jim. All right, Milty abandoned me there when I was sending him off to gather up our podium finishers, so I'll do it here. We got Rick Castle. There you go. You needed a beer to celebrate with these guys. Great race, everybody. Great season. We'll start with our podium 3rd place finisher, Rick Castle. Oh man, you almost got him there. What'd you need at the end there in that one lap shootout?
Yeah, probably a little more tire there because it just would not turn coming off at 2, and that's when Rick got by me there. I was glad I just hit the wall a little bit there. It just would not turn. I thought I got a pretty good start behind Matt without spinning out on the start, because with them old tires, it's tough.
Yeah, I know all about it from Tuesday night and making a fool of myself.
Yeah, so
had the race in the bag and threw it away.
Trying to save tires and was saving fuel at the end there. I think it would have been close to making it without the caution, but it was going to be close.
Yeah, I was going to get to that about the fuel mileage, but other thing, you had something happen to you under a caution there, Rick. Where
sure enough, I don't know
what was that?
I got tug in the back for whatever reason. And I tried to catch up to the field, and I never really caught up to him, but apparently no black flags were issued.
I guess because he came to a complete stop in the infield, maybe. Well, nice bounce back, strong podium finish there.
In your season this year, really, you stepped up, and I don't know how else to say it, but you're a player in this. Jim won the championship this year.
Yes, he did. Congrats
with no wins, and you can do that too. And it was definitely you're just one of those guys that just shows how strong these fields are and how consistent you are. And once again, you're here in the booth on Friday night. Great job, Rick.
Yeah, thanks a lot, Mo. Appreciate that. Yep, I'm getting it down here.
We'll move on to our 2nd place finisher, Rick Johnson, who also picked up into a tie for 4th in the points there, despite missing a few races. Great job, Rick. Tell us about your night, bud.
Well, I don't really know what to say about that race.
It was a strange up and down night.
Yeah.
I had you picked, and he came in 2nd. So yeah, we almost had 3 in a row of broadcaster picks winning races.
Seemed like the first 50 laps.
Well, Sean said we couldn't pick the top 3 for.
Yeah, we didn't pick the top 3 in the points because we didn't want to jinx them. We did not want that mojo on us.
Pick other guys, Jim Ray's always going to pick you. So.
Oh yeah, of course. Then another one falls in Matt Watkins' lap. So.
Well, the thing is you do what you do, and you did what you did again with your experience and patience. And the level of competition in this league today is so badass.
Oh yeah, definitely.
It's not like back in the days when we cruised to victories. That stuff ain't happening anymore. And still,
you got scrapped for every one of them.
To get a top 3 finish. That's what Rick Johnson do.
Yeah, great run there.
Thanks, man. I knew Matt had a plan there at the end. I know he wasn't going to run out of gas. So I was just
He's always got a plan.
Yeah, I was hoping he would just sputter on the last lap because I was showing none. So I was just going to floor it on the last lap and hopefully pass him.
Well, that answers that question about the fuel there.
And
Matt,
like Drake, we started from the bottom, now we're here,
Now, Matt, could you make it there? Because it looked like you were one of the last to start saving.
Yeah, it would have been very tight. Probably would have sputtered on the last lap. Got to a splash, but yeah, it would have been pretty close.
Oh, great run there. And
you
again,
just always seem to position yourself that way. That's why you've won so many championships. And when you do show up, you're just always a factor. And, I mean, once again, there's a guy, where'd you start? Like 23rd, 20?
he was back there.
Something like that. Yeah, thought I'd make it a little fun, start in the back and get a really good pit stall. So I did that. Yeah, I didn't know I was doing this track. So I was just trying to do a weird strategy, and caution fell in my lap, and definitely was not the fastest car by any means, but it worked out somehow. So
yeah, once
I'll
you
take
get
it.
out front, you're always the fastest car.
Well, yeah, you had a much better restart on old tires than I had, so I'll give you that. So good job there.
What, like 6 or 7 guys get a black flag there now one time? What's up with that?
Yeah, it was.
I think it was because of where the caution fell, and guys got got all tripped up. Yeah, Tom Jackson points out that you had enough to do the burnout. Well, that's because of the caution flag.
Yes, that's right.
That's because of the caution and all the clutching you could do under that. So congrats, Matt. Great run there. Man, you didn't even end up really showing in the points. You're 19th. You plan on making another full season run this year at all, or still making sporadic starts?
Yeah, we'll probably cherry pick.
Cherry pick. Well, we'll look forward to seeing you cherry pick some more in season 41.
Sounds good.
Congrats.
Every time you move, you probably have to. Like me, I gotta move here pretty soon. I got a lot of trophies. I gotta drag it along.
Well, congrats, Matt, on the race win, and congrats to the 40 for the season 40 championship.
FSB
The Highwayman, Jim Christopherson. You had to have had a heart attack there when the caution came out and you pitted, and everybody else stayed on the track, but you did it. So congrats, Jim.
Thank you, Sean. Thanks, Milt. Man, that was a crazy up and down race. I started off on a bad foot too because the very first caution green flag or caution pit stop we did, I blew first gear, which isn't a big deal. You don't really need it, but it was just one thing.
Yeah,
and
it's
that was
a
kind of the
stump puller
omen the way
here
that
anyway.
whole race
my
went.
gosh.
So I was like, man, I just got to stay up there with Jim, and I could do it. I had a good car and everything, but I knew that I needed at least sixth place if he was going to win the race and lead the most laps. And I kind of figured he was going to do that. And then we both blocked ourselves coming in on that green flag pit stop. And then I screwed myself up coming in or coming out of the pits, getting above the yellow line when I got loose. And then I went to the end of the line thinking, oh, that's it. I just screwed my season there. But man, it feels good, especially in this crowd of guys. I mean, I know Matt did race all the stuff, and so it gave a chance for guys like me to get up there and lead. And man, this is probably the one and only I'll get on a Friday night. So very, very happy, very, very lucky, I think, the way things worked out. I want to give a big shout out to my mom and dad, and thanks to all the admins this season, and thanks to Sam for keeping this place alive. Had a great time.
Yeah, awesome job. Yeah, I saw you coming out of the pits, and I saw you getting loose there. Like, no, don't push it, Jim. Don't push it. They just took the caution, and you haven't. No. And you pushed up. Like, you didn't have to rush out of it. You could have actually taken your time and not have to worry there because
and that probably
they were
would have
coming
put me
to
up
it.
in 6th or 5th place.
Yeah, you would have been fine. Yeah.
The pucker factor was much higher than where I was.
Yeah, it was panic. Yeah, I understand completely. But I knew you had the math done out, and I that pretty much agrees with what I had. And says congrats, and it was a pleasure racing you all season long. Good to see you get one go your way, where your connection stayed steady all season. You got the finishes, got the consistency.
For the most part,
It's
anyway.
like we've seen the skill, we've seen the sportsmanship, we've seen the driver ability and intelligence, and dude just needed a break a little bit. I mean, the 40 car has always been up there, and just need a little bit of break. And
Well, I pulled off a Steve Weber. That's what we're calling these things when you don't win a.
Yeah, pull off a Web.
Pull off a Weber, and I'll pull off a Weber anytime I can get it. That's just fine and dandy with me.
World
Absolutely.
champion is, as far as I'm concerned, unless somebody wants to come out here and join FSB and say it's not a world championship in NASCAR 2003, and I know there's other badass leagues. I've raced in them, and I respect them, but as far as I'm concerned, this is an FSB World Championship, and that's
Absolutely.
the way I look at it. And
We've got some international members. We've got some Canadians,
try to beat Matt Watkins, try to beat Rick Johnson, try to beat Rick Castle, try to beat Sean Reap.
That's easier than it sounds.
Sean got a trophy too. Congratulations on that trophy you got.
Thanks, Jim. That great season there in the Piston Cup. I know that you missed a race and you had some other issues there, but it was fun running with you there. And I mentioned it in the broadcast too, but point out again that deal at Dover there where you knocked me to the pit wall and then you came in with me on the next lap. That did not go unnoticed.
We talked.
All you were obligated to do was count that as an incident, but I thought that was pretty special.
We talked about that during the race. Sportsmanship-based racing, and it's always been that way. It started with Jim Ray, and now Sam Young and Sean and all the admins create that atmosphere where you see that type of racing and guys rooting for each other. We saw clean racing. Guys did not want to wreck. I saw Rick Johnson being very careful, and he's won a lot of championships, and he didn't want to get wrecked when he won his championships. And I watched guys just run really smart and professional and take their shots when they could. That was a great race right there, and so happy for you, even though and I've been there with that anxiety of trying to drive and trying to figure out what position do I need to be in and where are the other guys at, and your teammates trying to help you too. And for you to get that trophy, it's just awesome, Jim.
A lot of fun. Definitely a great way to wrap up season 40. Thank you to everybody.
Jim.
You guys did a great job.
Yep. Congratulations, Jim.
Hell yeah. Woo!
And just to put a wrap on the whole season here, covering all the divisions because we race 6 nights a week here at FSB, doubleheader on 2 nights, being Tuesday and Wednesday.
You don't race 7?
We don't do anything on Saturdays. We take Saturdays off.
Okay.
We're Shalom Sabbat here at FSB, I guess. But so Pro Cup Monday night, Matt Watkins wrapped that one up, 42-point victory over Rick Johnson there. I don't know how many Pro Cups that is for Matt Watkins. It's probably not even worth counting.
Too many.
Too many. Says Rick Johnson, who's got about 12. Super Speedway, my teammate, my friend Nick Fleck, rather.
They've all passed me
with the walk-off home run there at Daytona in the Super Speedway series to win 1 point over Jeff Hale in that one. Also Tuesday night chicken run, Matt Watkins again with Jim Christopherson second in that. Jim Christopherson also wrapped up the Grand National Sprint Series that runs on Wednesday nights. 22 points over Ken Hansen. The Road Rage GTP to Doug Tvik. Whatever.
No shit. I
10 points over Bob Williams.
And you tell him that.
Yeah, he'd love to have you back out there to make him give him a run for his money.
Maybe someday,
Doug Tvik is a road course alien, and he's a badass. He's badass at those. And Bob Williams, only 10 points behind him in that. That's a great run there for Bob. Josh Elliker clinched the Truck Series last night in a rain-shortened finale at Rockingham. 19 points over yours truly in second. And then, of course, we wrapped up tonight, Friday night, with Jim Christopherson getting the Winston Cup, and we mentioned I was able to clinch last week in the Piston Cup Series with Jim also second in that, 34 points back. We got one more race to go in that series, Coca-Cola Super Speedway, so that one's all fun, no pressure, because we can just hang it out there, no points on the line for that, and that'll be the end of season 40. We thank all the drivers are coming out, making the series a success. Thank all the admins, the admin team running all these. We got Don McCourtson on Monday night doing the Pro Cup, the Super Speedway Series with Doug Tvik, Steve Weber adminning the Chicken Run, Den Francesconi with the Grand National Sprints, and Doug Tvik again doing the Road Rage GTP. I handled the trucks on Thursday. Got Ryan Johnson with some pinch hitting from Johnny Doucette tonight on the Friday night Winston Cup Series. And then Sunday, Johnny Doucette again has the Piston Cup admin duties. So thank all you guys getting those servers set up, adminning the races, doing the lucky dogs, doing the reviews, and all the activity in the admin forums. We appreciate all that. Of course, Sam Young keeping the league running, keeping NASCAR 2003 going. We appreciate all you do to keep the doors open and the lights on, Sammy. Thanks to all you guys joining us all season long and seasons prior in YouTube watching these races. We just crossed the 300 subscriber mark. When I started doing this, I thought if 5 people watching it'd be a victory, because this is just out here for the league to have these races archived.
Drivers, but, now we
it completes the
families,
pretend racing driver experience there. But we're building the fan base, so we appreciate you guys coming out. Be sure to interact in chat, hit the likes and subscribes and share, and get the word out there, because that gets us noticed in the algorithm. Tell people that, hey, this game's still alive. You can come out, join us anytime. We're taking a 6-week break. We're going to have some off-season events, but we'll be back for season 41 in the fall, or pretty much August, September there. I forget the exact date for the opening week. But thanks again, Ryan Johnson, for adminning this series and getting those points updated immediately almost every night there. It's good. I could always count on that. And, of course, got to thank my partner in crime, Milt Minter Jr., taking time out of what's a crazy hectic life right now for you. Glad we could give you a little fun on Friday nights for distraction.
Is all fun, man. Thank you.
Yeah, so thanks for coming out, buddy. We had some guests, our in-race reporters. Yeah, our in-race reporters all season. The 41 car, Chris Beckman, 007 Dan Jones, popping in and out to give us in-race reports. We had Adam Simonik join us, Jeff Habek, Tom Jackson's other guys popping in and out of the booth. We appreciate all that, giving us access to you during the race, after the race, etc. And until next season, I'm going to say goodnight, wrap up season 40 here. I've been Sean Reap. I'll see you in season 41.